Warning: these podcast contents that you are about to hear or listen to are purely opinionated. Thus, filing a case against the host and the crew of the show is discouraged. These contents too have audio technicalities and background noises that may harm your ears. Thus, headphones and headsets are strictly prohibited. Speakers are the best alternatives. Thank you. Live from Labuan, Mandawi City, Cebu, this is ShimmyBoi Podcasts. Yay! And we are back! Shimmy shimmy yo, shimmy yam, shimmy yay. Welcome back to another episode of the ShimmyBoi Podcast. Yes, how is your life today? How is your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? How is your how is your life basically? And because mine, I love my life today because the grind don't stop. I'm still uploading actually the previous podcast, and it's here. It's still uploading, yes. And so for now, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A with you guys, and your guys' questions will be answered truthfully and yeah. But again, I'm not gonna mention any question for now, cause I'm only gonna answer it thoroughly. So like, what is your real name? What is your age and everything else? So I'll detail it one by one. Okay, so my first and foremost, let me thank you for listening to this. Whoever has been listening to my past few podcasts, thank you so much, and I'm glad that you're here listening to what my contents are. So now I'm gonna do a Q&A of myself, and these Q&A contains a lot of facts about me, a lot of facts about who I am, and what my life is all about. Okay, so first question is, what is my real name? So my real name is Shimron Estafia Suarez. And the next question is, how old are you? I'm 21 years old. I am actually, I just graduated, yeah. So I'm 21 years old. And the third question is, what school have you been to? So for my what school have I been to? Well, for my first few years of schooling, that's actually from kindergarten to grade six, because actually I was accelerated, so um I haven't yeah passed through. I already passed through what's this? Uh, Oh my goodness, I forgot. Yeah, just before, whatever is before the kindergarten, nursery. There you go, nursery one and two. I actually passed it out, so I am accelerated to kindergarten two directly. So I have not been able to pass from nursery one, nursery two, and kinder one. So I directly went to kinder two, then preparatory, then from grades one to six. So I from that school, I was in Marie Ernestine School, and that's why I've learned so much of the English language because of that school. Because actually, it reminded me of so much memories back in the days when I was still a young toddler going to school. So actually, guys, I'm happy that I've really graduated from that school for elementary years, because that school gave me the chance to actually explore a lot of places that I haven't been to in Cebu. So I really thank you. That school also nourished my talent in singing. Yeah. So they believed in my talent in singing. They believed in how I sing. They are so good to me. Actually, I've been loyal to them. They've given me a loyalty award, and thank you so much to these people from Marie Ernestine School. Thank you so much, Madam Marie Ernestine. Uh, Figarido. Forgot already her name. Yeah, so thank you so much, ma'am, and also to Mrs. Dizon. Yes, thank you so much to you guys. If not for you, I'm not a proud graduate of your school. But yeah, so thank you so much to you guys and girls. I mean, and yeah, so from there, from that point on, I also included first year high school. I was still in Marianis team, but school. But then, yeah. So that branch of Marianis team school, by the way, is before every other branches right now, which is um, the Maria Ernestine Lapu-Lapu and Maria Ernestine Budlaan Talamban on North Campus. Actually, before there have been about four campuses all in all. Yep, there's Sepulveda, there's Mandaue or Tipolo, that's Tipolo Mandaue. There is Talamban and there's Lapu-Lapu. But yeah, so one of the biggest grounds I've been, or one of the biggest Maria Ernestine schools that I have been to is Maria Ernestine Tipolo, and then I also explored Maria Ernestine Lapu-Lapu as well, and Maria Ernestine Talamban, I also went there, and Maria Ernestine Sepulveda. So actually, I didn't school there, but I know their places because they're part of my school. So I can tour around there as well. So, but now there are only two main branches for Maria Ernestine. That's Talamban, which is at the North Campus. It's located in Budlaan Talamban, the hills of Budlaan Talamban, and also in Lapu-Lapu. Yes, those are the only two left for that school. And for my second year high school, until this graduation for the college, I was actually a product of Benedicto College. Yes, here in AS Fortuna Street, Fortuna Street, Labugon. AS Fortuna Street, Bacolod, Mandaue City, Cebu. Yes, so yeah, I was a product of that school, and I haven't received any loyalty award from them though, but it's fine because I've already graduated college, and yeah, so which leads me to the next question: what course have you graduated? Well, I graduated um, with a bachelor's degree of Bachelor of Arts in Communications, and yeah, with the Department of Arts and Arts, Communications and Sciences, or DCAS, which is now I don't know what department are they already. So yeah, and I graduated yeah, for like around 2016. I graduated there, so yeah, already. But I haven't, because since there's no Octoberian, so I just graduated this March of 2017. So yeah, that's it. And what are your talents? That's the fourth question. Fourth or fifth? Fifth. Yeah. So fifth question is, what are your talents? Well, my talent is I have a talent in singing. I have a talent in the music industry. Actually, overall music industry, I have it. I have a talent. I do have a talent also in writing. That's writing scripts for films. Yeah, short films and everything else. That's my hobby also. As well as writing novels in Wattpad. Whoever loves Wattpad, I do have a novel that you have to read that's purely English with at least 73 chapters and with different POVs or point of views, which will really give you a mind blowing experience because that is actually made from my instincts and my mind only, my pure imagination, because these are actually about vamp immortals, a vampire and a mix of a vampire and an immortal. So yeah, that's how it is. It's purely just imagination that ruled me during that time. It was since 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago that I have written that though. But yeah, at least it gave me a lot of positive reads, a lot of reads actually. It gave me 1.28 or 1.8 K or 1,800 reads. So it's amazing though. Thank you so much to all those who read that. And yeah, so I do have a couple of books that are unfinished yet for Wattpad. I have Diary ng Matabang Playboy and what's that? Vamp Immortals, The Legend of Rises. So I still have not um, finished that yet because I have a lot of um, things to do, which is making podcasts. That is also another hobby of mine, which is this making of the podcast and shooting my vlogs. That's also part of my hobbies though before, but now I'm just trying to prevent other people from saying something about me. So I'd rather be heard in audio than in video. So yeah, because I know a lot of people would bash me around, would bash who I am. They don't know my story, but yeah. So that's it. And another question is, how is your love life? Well, for me, my love life is single. I'm still single. That's my status. And I'm proud to be single. I am proud to be ready to mingle. And yeah, I do have crushes there on Facebook. I do have people who I am flirting with, though. I admit that. I would not deny that fact. I have this certain Shaira, you know who you are, that I've been in love with through Facebook for the meantime. And yeah, she's now in Talisay. But she's my schoolmate before in Benedicto. That's why I saw her and 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 then we fell for each other for now. But not really, just like flirting and stuff. That's it. Yeah. So I'm proud to be single. I'm proud to be ready to mingle by people around the world. I can, yeah, because I love to speak in English. That's why everybody would actually talk to me in the same language. But others would actually, you know, tell me that, oh, I'm getting nosebleed here. My nose is bleeding because of what you're doing, what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to speak English the most rather than speaking in the Visayan language because, yes, I know it's my native language, it's my native dialect, but I'd rather choose speaking in English because speaking in English is the main uh, thing here, and it's actually the main medium of instruction. So yeah, I am actually entitled to make things happen through speaking in English the most. Yep. So that's it, guys, and let's start with yeah. So Q&A still is here. It's still here, and you're still okay to post more questions. This is still the part two of the Q&A session with yours truly, Shimbaran Destapisaurus, your DJ Shimmy Boy, your podcast, your podcaster Shimmy Boy, and yeah. So, uh, another question is, what job are you in currently? Well, for now, I don't have a job at all because uh, I'm still planning on what to do with my life though, and I am happy with talking in front of a microphone and wearing a headphone. I'm happy, yeah, that yeah. So I'm happy with what I'm doing right now, but hopefully I can have a job that's enough to sustain who I am, enough to sustain my life, enough to sustain my well-being. And yeah, so, but for now, I'm happy that I'm still here, talking in front of a mic, grinding nonstop, and hopefully, I'm hoping that one day I will have a lot of subscribers already in YouTube. That's my ultimate goal in life. Yes! So, yeah, I am happy. I'm always happy. I'm always happy. I'm always happy. And I'm hoping that you too would be happy, despite the fact that you have problems, despite the fact that you have troubles in life. Please continue to be happy. I don't want you to be staying sad. You know that? Because being sad, being happy, being negative is such a bad reason to stay here on Earth. Don't you know that? It seems like okay. Some other people even say that because it's so negative, I wanted to die. See that reaction? It's the bad and the worst case ever. You know, being negative brings you down, even down deeper than what you thought. See, so please just continue to be positive. Continue to strive hard for your entire well-being. Okay, don't be bringing yourself down. Don't listen to other people. Do what you can't. That's what Casey Neistat said. Do what you can't. And explore the world. Live the life to the fullest. Bring on your dreams. Become a broadcaster. Become a podcaster. Do different ways. Explore different ways to become what you dream about. Explore different ways to become what you think you are, who you think you are. And yeah, I'm actually doing that now. I'm actually exploring ways. That's why if there might be technicalities, audio technicalities here, if you might be, you know, if your ears might be popping because of my voice, then yeah, forgive me. I already told you in the warning before that there are contents that are having audio difficulties, so audio technicalities, so forgive me. I already told you that you have to wear you don't have to wear headphones or headsets. Just wear or just put it in speaker mode so everyone can hear and spread the love. Yeah, spread the love because this is your Shimmy Boy for Shimmy Boy podcasts and Shimmy Boy TV and podcasts. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Anyways, guys, so yeah, back to our Q&A. Q&A. One of the other questions that I that you have for me in store here is, um, do you like reading books? Again, I do not like and I strictly hate reading books. But I have one book in particular that I've been reading a while back. That is the book 2 of the Media Kit, a frame by frame guide to visual production. And yeah, it's not sponsored, not given to me. I was able to buy it for a couple of pesos, Philippine pesos. So yeah, and that's my only favorite book that I've been using so far, that I've been reading so far. And yeah, so here's one question. Uh, are you gay? Okay, here it is. I am a man. I am a man, but my voice sounds like one. I am a man. I am in love with a lot of girls. I am strong. I am. I am in love with a lot of girls. You know that. I've been in love with a lot of girls. I've been in love with a lot of girls, basically. So I'm a man. I'm a man. You know that. Yeah. So that's it. I'm not hiding my identity. I'm still a man. I'm a man, and I am a man. I will be a man forever. But anyways, yeah. Another question is, um, what do you like to be, or what other aspects in life do you want to be? Well, I want to be, aside from a broadcaster, I want to be a film director. I want to be the scriptwriter and a film director of a short film, of short films in general. And yeah, that's what I love to do also. And that's what I'm planning to do with my team. And by the way, I would like to greet my team. the team Hugot Binisaya, along with Ivy, Ben Danilo Cabag, uh, a lot of these people. Lori Jane, Lori Jean, Ben Danilo, Queenie Rose Torring, Chris Aljon Selma, and a lot of you. I forgot that one. Lawrence, I forgot. B of Les. Thank you. And yeah, for the former admins also. Uh, Evan Walitutun, thank you for contributing to the page. Thank you so much. And yeah, so that's my team, guys, and I'm willing to explore more. Or I have 3 more slots to go before we hit 10 members for the team. So yeah, there are a lot of people more that I haven't mentioned though. So forgive me. I have a couple of slots more, like 3 to 4 slots left. So whoever wants to be part of the team, please don't hesitate to add me in Facebook to um, make friends with me, and I will be adding you up to the page as an administrator. Okay, and yeah, because I have lots of plans for that team though, and that's why I'm getting crazy because I have this podcast, I have these plans for the team, I have to make scripts, I have to make our official manual for the team. I have lots of things to do. And I'm not stopping the grind, because grinding means effort. Grinding means time. Grinding means money. And I'm still going to be editing this podcast. So I really have a lot of things to do. But again, I'm still happy making it because I am enjoying, I am loving every minute, every second, every hour, every stage of this process of my podcast and everything that I've been doing now. I really loved it though, and I'm happy about it. So there's no need for me to worry. There's no need for me to be sad because I'm happy. Okay, so another question. What do you think? What do you do when you're bored? Like what I do? What do I do when I'm bored? Again, I sing. Again, I dance. Again, I watch movies. Again, I watch uh, these YouTubers, these vloggers, video bloggers, by the way, and yeah, I watch them almost every day of my life. That's why there's nothing more to do than that. So okay, I'll still have a break for now. I'm gonna have a break for now, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye. And yes, peeps, I am back. Yes, I am back. Yeah. So now my Q&A is done. But let's talk about climate change. Because you know what? Climate change is very, very, it's very rampant nowadays. Climate change is now affecting the earth. Yeah, we will not know when it is raining. We will not know anymore what season it is when it's raining, what season it is when it's summer. I don't know. I feel like it's going to mix anytime soon. Philippines might have winter already. Hopefully. No, I'm not hoping for winter here in the Philippines, though. Because I'm just a crazy guy, though. I wanted to experience winter. How cold it is when it's winter. Because I haven't experienced it, though. Yeah. Because you know what? When it's very cold in some malls. Some malls have the coldest air conditioners the entire generation. But still, I'm sweating a lot. So that means that I'm really sweating a lot. So it means that the cold is not seeping into my skin. which is why I wanted to experience winter though. Someday I'm gonna be going somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, someday. Singing. Singing is one of my most, yeah. Singing occupies the rest of my day. Instead of doing all those that I have to do, I may I may intend myself to sing and sing and sing and sing. You know that? You know that part in my entire life? That you keep singing and singing and singing and singing, you know? It makes you feel weak. But again, I'm happy, guys, because I've done this. Okay, so let's talk about climate change. Climate change. It's actually happening now. Everything now, constantly. What's constant about this world is change. So people change, climate change. A lot of things change every now and then. You know that. Yeah. So yeah, change is always inevitable these days. Yeah, and so climate change is actually one of those changes only that happens in our world today. Yeah, and now for the world news. What is happening around the world? Why? Uh, yeah, just an unopinionated um, world trend here. Why is it that people nowadays love wars? Why is it that people nowadays are indulged in bombing, indulged in a lot of things, a lot of uh, rebellious acts? Why is it that um, people give a lot of attention to, those things, wars about wars, fights? Why? Is there no love anymore? Because for me, look at this. I can see that there's still a lot of love, but there's really these people who love to make wars, who love to fight, who love to uh, give in to wars. And that is what's happening now, right? So hopefully, the rest of us here in the Philippines will not be affected by these wars, because you know a lot of civilians might be killed because of these wars, and it's not good. You know that. But these terrorists, they do not think about these civilians' safety anymore. They do not care about these civilians. What they care about is what they love to do, what they have to do, what they plan to do. And that's what needs to be stopped. Yeah, that's what needs to be stopped. This world really nowadays um, has already been changing rapidly. Nowadays, there are a lot of people who indulge into drugs, especially drugs. You know, pushers, drug addicts, buyers, resellers, sellers, uh, what else? Dealers, drug lords. There are a lot of them, anyways. Lots to mention. So, I mean, yeah, why? I know it gives you a lot of money because it costs millions and millions to buy each packet. I mean, each pack of those. But why? Because it's easy money? Yeah, I know it's illegal, but they say it's easy. But, you know, it will give you a lot of side effects. It will make you crazy. It will make you It will make your heart beat fast. It gives you complications in your system, human system, and most of all, it makes you forget who you really are. Every time you, for the first time, if you do that for the first time, you will always be asking for it. You know that famous line. What's huh? What's this? Once tasted, always wanted. That's what is happening now with drugs, with rugby, with marijuana, with cocaine, with caffeine, with a lot of things. And even our drinks, guys. Even in our drinks, there are lots of chemicals and drugs being placed into them that we do not know. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's really how it is. The world is changing now, and more people are being evil. More and more people are being brainwashed by evil, by the devil, and yeah. But still, there are people who are Christians. There are people who are Catholics. There are people who believe in their gods. There are people who are Muslims. There are people who are Buddhists. There are still people who believe in their gods, who believe in who they believe in, who believe in their supreme being, their omnipotent being, and hopefully that will that will yeah. If we combine our forces, hopefully we can defeat whatever it is that we're facing upon. Yep. Because me, I can testify that God myself for the Catholics, the God of the Catholics, the Jesus of the Catholics, and the Holy Spirit, along with all the angels and saints in heaven. And yeah, because I'm a Catholic, and of course Mama Mary and Saint Joseph, her spouse, they've been very good to me. I'm a product of their miracles. I'm a product of God's miracles. I am He. I mean, not He, but I am His miracles, product of His miracles. And that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy despite all the problems in life, despite the lack of money for me. I don't have money. My parents have money, but I don't have money for myself. Enough to sustain my whole life. Yes, my parents gave me money, but I am not holding it. If they don't trust me for money, in terms of money matters. Yes. Trust me, I am a son of a rich or a middle or an average family, but I do not have my own money. It is only now that I have money, you know that. And yeah, because I've been working for it before. Yes, I've been working. You know, I've been working from a call center company, and then from an on home-based online teaching company, and then to a virtual assistant or virtual assistant coach, which I am a virtual assistant, and now I'm hoping to have another job. But I'm happy because I'm not happy with those jobs at all. I'm happy with being a job with a job like this. Talking in front of a microphone, having headphones, singing in front of a microphone and having headphones. Those are my favorites. Or being at the back of the camera or being in front of the camera. You know that. That's just who I am. I'm not. I don't want to be forcing myself to these jobs that I don't like. I don't want to be forcing myself to these jobs that I hate. Okay, so If you could only understand what my plan is. Yeah, I have lots of plans in life, but yeah, I'm actually starting it now. I have actually achieved one of my plans now so far, which is this podcasting. It's what I love, you know. It's what I love the most. Yeah, basically, it's who I am. Nothing hurts. You know that. It hurts when you feel like you need something, but you cannot achieve it. It hurts when you cannot achieve what you love to do. But here I am achieving it, grinding, not nonstop for the people who are listening to these podcasts. Yay! I'm gonna be congratulating myself for doing this. Despite the fact that I have a lot of things to do, again, I mentioned it a while ago. I have a lot of things to do. I even have a book to do also. I am having a book to do, which is also for my Team Hugot Binisaya official. And yeah. And by the way, I would like also to greet Mr. Jomida Labra, my best friend, among all best friends I have. My best friend, my very best friend of all time. Yeah. I would like to greet you here in this podcast, as well as Mr. Dexys Manino Gordis, who's been absent in my life for the past few months already. But again, he may be coming back again with me, and he might talk in this microphone anytime soon. So just stay tuned for that. If he wants, if he's not microphone shy though, because you know there are also people who are camera shy, and there are also people who are microphone shy. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, you know, they will not be seen in cameras, but you know, they are microphone shy. I don't know why. Okay, so stay tuned for that. But tomorrow I will be discussing about a lot of things, about jobs here and there, about job fairs here and there, about uh, jobs at home, or you know those home-based online jobs, and regular office jobs. You know those. So yeah. And by the way, I do have a question of the day for us today. Yep. Let me get my source. Let me get my source for the moment. Okay. So for today, our question of the day is a lot. I have three questions of the day for today. So number one, since this is a Q&A portion of the day, okay, what country am I being in? What country am I living in? It's in the intro. It's in my intro. What country am I living in? Number two, what course have I took? What course have I graduated? Okay. Number three, what are my talents and or my hobbies? What are my talents and or my hobbies? Don't worry, I will write them down in the description box below. And then I'll also write down the warning for you guys to um, be be cautious of. And then lastly, I will also write down those people who I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could still write down a lot of them. But again, comment down below the answers to these questions. Again, let's uh, say the questions out loud again. What country am I living in? What country am I living in? Number two, what country have I what country? What course? What course have I graduated? Or what product am I from? What product have I graduated? What course have I graduated? Okay, what course have I graduated from? Yeah. Number 3. What are my talents and or hobbies? That's so common. Okay. So tomorrow, guys, yeah. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow, we will be discussing about jobs, basically. About jobs generally. So, yeah. Don't forget to comment down below, because we want to know, because I want to know what the answers to the questions that I have for today. Okay? I'll see you again, see you again, see you again, see you again, see you again. I will see you again next time. I will see you again next time, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I am your ShimmyBoi. ShimmyBoi for the ShimmyBoi TV and podcasts. Bye bye! Thank you so much for listening. I love you all, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe and click that subscribe button. And of course, ring my notification bell, guys, because if you ring my notification bell, I will give you a shout out. Okay? So go ahead, subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, and then ring my notification bell to be a part of my notification squad. Yes, okay? I'll see you all again next time, and until then, peace!